topic tonight is our tongues right with Jesus, or does it need healing? We as Christians should know how to use our tongue. We should always use our tongue to honor God. Now, they say big things come in small packages. Well, our tongue is a small package. But it can cause a great deal of harm, just like a stick of dynamite.
Amen.
Now, the tongue, it has 6 diseases. Just in case y'all didn't know, our tongue can carry 6 diseases. Now, the first disease is called excessive talking. If you talk too much, you're liable to say something that you shouldn't have. Excessive talking is a sure indication of someone whose heart is not at rest, which means that there is no rest for the wicked. Now, in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19, it says, When words are many, sin is not absent, but he who holds his tongue is wise. That pretty much means if you talk too much, something evil is liable to come out, and you're going to say something that you're not supposed to. And it can hurt somebody's feelings deep down more than you ever know. And I should know because I've been accused of that before. I'm guilty of that. So I know that is very true. Now, the second disease that our tongue carries is called idle or careless words. We all know that one day we will be held accountable for everything that we say and do. Just like what Jesus says in Matthew 12:36, the 12th chapter, 36th verse. But I'll tell you that men will have to give account on the day of judgment for every careless word they have spoken. Other words, if you don't mean it, don't say it.
Amen.
Now, even though us as Christians especially, we say things when we get upset, get mad at somebody or something that happened, we have a tendency to say things that we don't mean. And that is not using our tongue to honor God. That is actually using the tongue to honor the devil. And us as Christians, we should not be using our tongue to honor the devil at all. No matter like how bad the situation is or how mad somebody made us, we should always use our tongue and use it in God's will to honor God. Now, the third disease that our tongue carries is called gossip. If you spread untrue facts about someone or tell tales, you're doing the devil's job for him. If you listen to gossip, you become an accessory after the fact. And also, if you entertain the gossip, you become an accessory. As Christians, we must not give in to the temptation to entertain or listen to any gossip. In Leviticus, the 19th chapter, the 16th verse, it says, do not go about spreading slander among your people. Which means, if you see somebody out here doing this or that, don't run back saying the opposite of what they're doing. What's the meaning that you're messing up their character. You're not being truthful about their character. You're just spreading lies about who they are and what they're doing. Now, the fourth disease is lying. In Proverbs, the 12th chapter, the 22nd verse, it says, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. Now let me ask y'all this. Now, would y'all want to be tested by the Lord, or would y'all want to be in his delight?
12 what?
22.
12, I'm
That's okay. Now, just remember, the devil is the father of lies. Exactly. And according to Revelation, the 21st chapter and the 8th verse, all liars, their place would be in the fiery lake of burning sulfur. So my question is, would you want to have a righteous tongue? I mean, does anybody want to live in a burning lake of fire? Or does you want to see the pearly gates of heaven? Because to be honest with you, my opinion, the way that I feel, I much rather see the pearly gates of heaven.
Yeah.
The beautiful white clouds, the beautiful blue skies, streets made of gold. I don't think anything can top that.
No.
Yes, peace, love, joy. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of music and dancing going on in the streets of heaven. So I wouldn't mind if there was a pond up there and have go fishing a little bit. Yeah.
You're right.
I just can't wait to get to the pearly gates. But I still got some straightening up to do. But I know with God's help, I believe God will get there. Now the fifth disease that our tongue has is called flattery. People will talk with flattering lips just to deceive their neighbor. They are not sincere. Flattering someone for your own personal gain is against God's view of what is proper. Most flattery is done to obtain something from someone. And in Proverbs, the 29th chapter, and the 5th verse, it states that whoever flatters his neighbor is spreading a net for his feet. Now, we have seen movies, seen quotes where if a young boy says something to a woman, she comes up with a comment saying flattery will get you everywhere. But I'm actually here to tell you that flattery may get you everywhere, but it's not going to get you into heaven.
Yeah.
Now the sixth disease and the final disease that our tongue has is hastiness of speech. When we are provoked, a spirit inside us causes us to speak words without thinking about what the outcome would be. Now in Numbers chapter 20, verse 7 through the 12. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes. And it shall give forth its water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord, as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must ye fetch the water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice. And the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given thee. Now also in Psalms chapter 106, verses 32 and 33. They angered him also at the waters of strife, so that it went ill with Moses for their sakes, because they provoked his spirit, so that he spake unadvisedly with his lips. Those two passages. See, just like when Moses got upset with the children of Israel, God did not allow Moses to lead the children of Israel into the promised land. Now the sum of this sermon is like very simple. We have to be careful like what we say, how we use our tongues. Because if we don't watch what we say, we're gonna miss a blessing. And I don't think either one of us wants to like lose that blessing that God has in store for us. Thank you.